Welcome back, my fellow Chibits, to the weekly Chibit questions. How have all of you been? Have you had a good day? Have you had a good night? How has your past week been since the last time I did a Chibit questions? And hopefully if your day was bad or week was bad, I do hope it gets a lot better. Now, I know I asked this in my Tokyo Ghoul video I uploaded yesterday, but I want to ask again because I know not everybody watches my TG videos. So, how has life been treating you? How's exam season? How is, work been treating you? Just how is life in general? Let me know in the comments below because I do care and I want to know about you guys. So with that being said, let us begin this week's Chibit questions. My Chibit questions is, what was your favorite part of Nekopara? Mine was the part where Vanilla bullies Azuki. How many gods do you have Diamond in Smite? Which ones? Well, I have, I think, about 14, maybe 15 Diamond Gods in Smite. On the top of my head, I know I'm going to miss quite a few of them, but the name ones that I play quite often would be Amaterasu, Kukulin, Scylla, Hercules. Guan's almost Diamond. I have Nox, which I play quite a bit. I don't play Jingwei as much anymore, but I have her Diamond. Nuwa, that is Diamond. I'm trying to think of other ones I potentially have Diamond. Oh, Aphrodite is Diamond. Hell is Diamond. I mean, I have quite a few Diamonds in Smite. That's just ones that come to the top of my head right now. I have quite a few that are about to be Diamond, or I have Diamond, but I just haven't played in a while. Do you prefer stories where the main characters change, or where it follows only one character? I prefer changing the main character because it makes the world in that story feel bigger. Personally, I've always been a big fan of the JoJo type storyline, like what you're saying, how you prefer the main character changing. See, in JoJo, it's not really a spoiler, just FYI, it's just how JoJo works in general. It has it to where there's a bunch of generations, and basically the main characters pass down to the next generation of, cast and all that. And I love how JoJo works like that. That's one of the big reasons why I was drawn to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, is because you always have this new main character from every single part, which really just mixes up the story, because there's always this unique personality and new things to learn, and it expands upon the world of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So, yeah, I agree with you. I personally prefer, changing characters. You already asked in the stream, so redo for the video. After finally finishing Devilman Crybaby, will you read the original Devilman manga? I prefer it over TG and maybe even Berserk. I'm not sure. They're babies compared to that series, though. Okay, so I have yet to finish Devilman Crybaby. Yes, I know, I'm a little bit slacking on that front, but I mean, would I read the original manga? Probably not. I want to be real here. I'm probably not going to read the original manga because, I mean, I don't even know if I can legally get that series. Can I? Is there any way I can actually legit pick up Devilman Crybaby? Like, I don't even know if that was ever properly translated and brought over to the States. And then on top of that, I mean, you're saying it could beat TG and Berserk. Now, TG I can understand. TG isn't a perfect series by any means. I love the series a lot, but it is not a perfect series. But when you're saying it beats Berserk, now that right there, that kind of froze me for a loop, because it's very hard for a series to beat Berserk in my eyes. From a storytelling perspective, characters and all of that, it's incredibly hard to beat Berserk. So, I'll have to see for myself. I'll really need to see. Now, I know Berserk was inspired by Devilman Crybaby. I know that, but the point still stands. It just, how Berserk is and how it's written, I really doubt Devilman Crybaby is better than that. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I have yet to finish the series of Devilman Crybaby, so I can't really say if that's true or not, but that's just how I feel currently. Is it time for our weekly dose of cringe already? Yeah! Oh yes! Who's the thirstier blonde? Suck, suck, suck. I want to make a baby. I would say in the lewd department, probably Toga. Probably is thirstier because she really loves her blood. But in terms of getting it on, I would say definitely Kokoro. Because, I mean, she managed to actually get it with Mitsuru. So, I mean, it really comes down to context. But just looking at the character personalities, I would just say Toga is thirstier. Who's your Nakama from One Piece? Also, what do you think of this One Piece and My Hero Academia crossover? Oh my god, I never knew how much I needed this in my life. All Might Frankie. And oh my god, them Kokoros of Nami. Oh my god. Also, my favorite Nakama from One Piece would have to be Brook. Do you approve of these ships? Oh, this is this is messed up on so many levels. Like, okay, you look to the left, you see some wholesome, like, Yuri and stuff with, Goro, a part of the group. Then you look to the right and you see Futoshi. Just like, you see Futoshi, he's hanging off the bed. Like, yo, the man's hanging off the bed. Just look. You literally see his back just hanging off. Good edit. Whoever edited that did a good job. Like, good edit. Like, honestly, I think that's actually legit if I didn't know any better. That's a pretty good Photoshop. Thoughts on virtual YouTubers? I think they're pretty cool overall. They're very unique compared to the normal YouTubers on the platform. I haven't seen a whole lot of AI YouTubers or virtual YouTubers personally, but from what I have seen, they're pretty cool. Like, especially the vloggers and stuff. I'm not usually one to like vlogs, but I liked what I have seen. I think it's really cool. It's a unique little take on, like, certain aspects of the YouTube community. Ain't Jiro's mommy best mom? Now that you mention, she's pretty, she's pretty bae. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. I didn't even really notice how bae she looked. Favorite Smite God, favorite Smite girl, and favorite Smite girl skin. Favorite Smite God would probably be Kakolin. Favorite Smite girl would be, I would say Soul. Depending on the skin, obviously. And then favorite Smite girl skin, I would probably give this to the Bunny Nuwa skin. What studio do you think would be best for Neverland? Are you talking about the Promised Neverland? Actually, if you have not heard, it was already announced what studio apparently is going to be the studio for the Promised Neverland. It's going to be Clockwork, I think. Clockwork Studios or something. I heard something about that. So, I mean, we got the studio. Personally, what studio I would like to have? I would have honestly loved, like, maybe Shaft or, you know, let's see, trigger someone to do something with Promised Neverland, but now we have Clockwork, apparently. I mean, I really don't really know what Clockwork has worked on, so I need to look into that myself, but I mean, personally, they might be a good studio. I don't know how it's going to be, but I mean, I'm looking forward to the anime. What's your thoughts on Bakugo Uraraka? I hate it. Midoriya is my boy. Here's my thoughts on it. Do you think it's even a small possibility? I think so, and I didn't notice the similarities until this picture. I would ship Zelcho and Jericho, or Geldris. Now that you mention it, these two look very similar. I wonder if there's some form of reincarnation thing going on between these two characters. I mean, knowing how Nakaba-sensei likes reincarnation, who knows? But I mean, they do look very similar. Could be the case of just the artist, you know, Nakaba, just, you know, his artwork, he has similar characters. I mean, there has been a couple of characters that look kind of similar to Bon, so I mean, it could be kind of like that, but I mean, I would say I'd be down for it. I'd like to see Zeldris end up with someone. I'd like to see him end up with someone like Jericho. Chibi, can I get a potato? Stupid fat hobbit. Did you know about ReZero Memory Snow movie, and will you play the ReZero Kiss or Death game? Wait, ReZero had a movie? Like, are you talking about a live-action movie? You talking about a real anime movie? Because if I had a real anime movie, that flew over my radar. I had no idea, so I'm gonna need to look into that one. But, the ReZero Kiss or Death game, I don't believe that's translated to English. I don't believe it is. If it was, I would definitely play it. I want to say, YAHLO! Hello. Are you playing God of War? Because you're messing up if you're not. Haven't played the first 3 God of War games, so that's why I haven't touched God of War, the new one. What games do you want to be announced at E3? My personal choice is Borderlands 3. Now, I would like Borderlands 3. I've heard the rumors that apparently it's going to be there, but, you know, that's to be expected eventually. The games I do look forward to, at least new content-wise or trailers or whatever, would be Code Vein. I'm looking forward to more Code Vein. I've been following that for a bit. I'm really interested in Code Vein. I want to see where it's going to go, because it looks kind of like a cross between Tokyo Ghoul and Dark Souls if they became a game, so I am looking forward to Code Vein. And as for other games, obviously, since I am a big Halo fan, I think I've not tried to hide that at all. I'm looking forward to seeing, like, a new trailer for the Halo game that's coming out probably this year, but I could be wrong. There might not be a trailer, but I would like to have one. I know many are going to say, but Chibi, that's so basic. It's Halo and all that. Yeah, I know it is, but I've been a Halo fan since Halo 1 and all that. Been following the games, and even though the newest 2 games, like, you know, Halo 5 and all that, and 4, I know they weren't the greatest. Like, I know for a fact in terms of multiplayer, and sometimes the campaign, it wasn't the best. I still personally enjoy them as a fan. I know it's not perfect, but I have been enjoying them. So, I mean, I am looking forward to seeing where the story takes us with Halo 6. So that is something I'm looking forward to. Another game I'm looking forward to as well. I'm looking forward to whatever Bethesda has. Like, if they're going to announce anything. I don't know if they will, but I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what Bethesda wants to announce on the side for keeping any secrets. But that's pretty much about it. Do you think at some point One For All will reach a point where it'll be too dangerous to be used? Say the 1% One For All of 5+ generations after Deku could be the equivalent to Deku's 100% max right now. Sorry if I'm not making any sense. Have a great day. So, to kind of simplify what you just said, basically you're saying because of how stockpiling works, how One For All works in general, how it stockpiles strength, you're saying since, theoretically, the way it works, every single time a new person takes on the mantle of One For All, technically they're stronger. Like, for instance, let's say All Might's 100% is the equivalent of Izuku's 95%, okay? Basically, every single generation, One For All gets stronger. So, technically, if Izuku can harness the power of One For All and get to the max potential, which most likely he will since he's the MC, he theoretically would be stronger than All Might could ever potentially be, regardless, just because of how the quirk works. So if, let's say, 5 generations pass, Izuku's 100% could now be the new 70% for the new user. So I wouldn't say it would probably be 5+ generations. I mean, 5 generations maybe, really depends on how strong they are, but I mean, after a good long time, there is a likely possibility that, you know, they could reach into the Dragon Ball type level of strength. Like, seriously. Because, I mean, think about it like this, okay? If it does get stronger, and the body could eventually grow accustomed to it and use it, that would mean that they would be able to become like a planet buster. Like, they would be able to blow countries up or whatever, just completely demolish them like it's nothing, and destroy planets, if they continuously get strength. So, yeah, I could definitely see something like that. From what you're saying, it is indeed possible, unless One For All has another mutation, or something happens to where, like, it has a limit or something. But for now, though, yeah, that is a potential possibility. Maybe Izuku's 100% could be the potential 1% for someone way off into the future if it does continue to carry over. Have you read the Darling in the Franxx manga yet? If not, I think you should. I have read parts of it. I have seen the art. I have seen the uncensored glory of 02. Don't worry. And my god, I love it. I forgot that Cory in the House was this kind of anime.
Just stop!
Chibi, who is stronger, Whitebeard or Madara? Whitebeard could potentially destroy the planet because of how he uses the Quake fruit, but Madara, in terms of his way he uses his abilities, I would say in a straight up fight, Madara is probably stronger. Because Madara doesn't really care. Like, Madara would easily just destroy the planet. He obviously probably wouldn't care at all. Whitebeard, however, would probably hold himself back because for the people he loves. So, I would say at the end of the day, if we're having restrictions and just both of their characters not going against their personalities, Madara would win and be a lot stronger than Whitebeard. When the road is red, take the dirt one. That's nasty. What things do you not like about the anime community? How toxic the community can be when they disagree with someone's opinion. Can we call you my man as we please? Go for it. What's the best anime movie you have watched? Probably Spirited Away. I mean, I know it's probably not the best out there, but just from my childhood and what I grew up with and all that, what I've seen, I say Spirited Away's always been my go-to favorite anime movie. Is it gay to screw a sword? Asking for a friend.
No!
I think I'm done with the internet for today. So with that, you all have a good day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.